Hey builders, welcome to another episode with PASHIE'S, your favorite podcast for everything mental health, fun, and growth. And if in case this is the first time you're coming across my video, please join the family because this is a place where we have conversations that are open-minded. This is a place where it's a safe space, really. And yes, we'll be introducing a new series titled The Builder's Mind. And yes, I'm sure someone will be asking, what is the builder's mind? I would say the builder's mind is a safe space where we have conversations about the ups and downs of what it feels like to be a creative. When I mean a builder and a creative, I mean the dancers, the singers, the artists, the designers, the technical and non-technical folks, right? That are just out there doing what they know how to do best, striving to, have their space in this world, right? So it's something that I feel like we need to talk about and we need to always watch out for ourselves, even as creatives. And yes, we're going to be having hosts in this. We're going to be having series of hosts, different conversations, and I know it's going to be an interesting one. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this very first episode. Hey builders, welcome to another episode with PASHIE'S, your favorite podcast for everything mental health, fun, and growth. And if in case this is the first time you're coming across my video, please join the family because this is a place where we have conversations that are open-minded. This is a place where it's a safe space, really. And yes, we'll be introducing a new series titled The Builder's Mind. And yes, I'm sure someone will be asking, what is the builder's mind? I would say the builder's mind is a safe space where we have conversations about the ups and downs of what it feels like to be a creative. When I mean a builder and a creative, I mean the dancers, the singers, the artists, the designers, the technical and non-technical folks, right? That are just out there doing what they know how to do best, striving to, have their space in this world, right? So it's something that I feel like we need to talk about and we need to always watch out for ourselves, even as creatives. And yes, we're going to be having hosts in this. We're going to be having series of hosts, different conversations, and I know it's going to be an interesting one. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this very first episode. And diving right into the first episode, I'm going to be asking a question. Or would I really call it a question? But I would say it's a question to us as creative because I'm also a part of you. Why is it that we often neglect our mental health as creatives? I know. Take a pause and be truthful to yourself. I know it comes with a lot of expectations to be a creative in this industry, especially in this part of the world. When everybody expects so much from you, you have like there's a whole lot of expectation from your fans, there's family, there's relationship, there's literally a whole lot, and then yeah, there you are just trying to be the best you can be. And yeah, I mentioned a few points. We're going to be talking about a whole lot of things, but just as just a few points to begin with, that as a creative you always ought to look out for your mental health. Firstly, it is important to rest. Yes, rest. Before you start your day, just take 5 minutes, just breathe. Take a walk, go to the gym, you know, observe a silent retreat. Just sit back, relax, not pressing your phone, not replying to clients, not thinking about anything, but just literally connect with nature and have that peaceful time with yourself, you know. And it trust me, I have tried it. A lot of other people have tried it and it worked for them. So you should try it too. So secondly, something I note was setting boundaries. Yes, you ought to set boundaries because I have a lot of creative as friends. When everybody's outside, it's all bubbly, it's all happy, and then everybody just thinks it's all rosy for you. But behind those closed corners, how are you really feeling? How are you really doing? I've seen stories where people perform and then they go backstage and they're suicidal, but you'll never know. So you ought to always watch out for yourself as a creative. Do not let the pressures of this masses always come for you because at the end of the day, you've got yourself. You are all that you have got. So you always have to rest. You always have to take pauses in between everything you're doing and make sure you go to the hospital, check yourself once in a while, go for a work, talk to someone if need be. I'm your guy, hence if you want someone to talk to or pull up for you at any point, always reach out. So another point I kind of noted is, you know, journaling and reflecting. This would this would give you a platform to know how far you've come. So it will reduce the pressure. Now you get to watch your journey and see how much you've achieved in this very short time, and you get to know what next to do, whom to be with, whom to negotiate with, whom to partner with, right? What to do and what not. It is very important to constantly note the journey and how far you've come, what you are to achieve, the time frame. Set boundaries for yourself, set timing, set calendars. That way you will not be doing things anyhow, but you are well structured and well organized. And lastly, I would say we have more to talk about, but because this is the very first episode and to keep you sticked and glued to the channel, I'm going to be rounding up shortly. And lastly, I mentioned connecting with your fellow creatives. Let me tell you something. Your art is your art. There's literally no one on earth that has what you have as an artist. So never feel like there's someone out there who is doing something better than you, and then you try to steal their art, or you try to do someone else's art, or try to copy them. Trust me, if you search within you, you will find you, and you will realize there is literally no one like you out there. I remember when I started my podcast, I was like, oh my God, I have no followers. Oh my God, who's going to watch my video? I know that feeling. We are all creatives. But trust me, there is going to be a people for you. Just put it out there. It might not be now. I know for a fact that there will come a time where there will be people who need to hear what I'm saying. So why hold it back because I'm not getting much followers or engagement? I'm going to put it out here. So that's the same thing I'm saying to you. Always put out your work. Always put out your work. Always put out your work. Regardless of what you feel at the moment, always put out your work. Because at the end of the day, someone needs to hear you. So don't stay hidden. Connect with other creatives, hear their ideas, share your ideas with people you can trust, put it out there, collaborate with people. You would just never know who needs to hear you, network, have friends, have a good community that resonates with your passion. I belong to a community that is so, so, so supportive. And it's a whole lot for me because that way I get to find out more that is in me, and I get to be with friends that are like-minded. But there's a few things that I'm going to mention, and until then, eat healthy, stay healthy, keep healthy relationship, always remember to pray and stay true to yourself. And yes, this video is proudly sponsored by Nouns. And yes, please stay glued, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Until we meet again next time, bye for now. The Builder's Mind is proudly sponsored by Nouns, where ideas take flight, a playground for creators day and night. Art, design, and stories unfold, a space for the bold where dreams are told. Dear creative friends, come join the fun and explore this ecosystem where we do not just create, but we also enjoy being heard, being seen, and getting paid. For further information, please send a DM or visit Floors Does WTF to also start being a part of this creative journey. And for now, bye.